was so tired. But what have we become?
Hello gorgeous, welcome to this tutorial. So this is a very detailed tutorial on how I made this wig. Even if you've not made wig for the first time ever in your life, this tutorial is going to give you everything you want. So I hope you stay tuned and watch and learn and observe everything. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and also share with your friends so that everyone can learn and make this look, because the Afro style is something we should rock more. If you can't rock it with your natural hair, why not rock it with an artificial one? Yeah. So let's get right into it. For this install, you'll be needing a white tooth comb, a brush, a scissors, a dumb wig cap which is stretchy and mesh, T-pins, needle and thread, preferably a curved needle. You want to go ahead and take your wig cap, put your mannequin head, and use the wig pins to hold it in place. So I'm just showing you a clip of where I'm putting my thread into my needle. If you notice, you can see that my thread is doubled. I always double my thread. It helps to make it stronger. And here's a clip of how you want to kind of prep the thread before you put it inside the needle. So I'm using the door knob here to do that, and I will stretch the thread as I'm coming towards the door knob so it doesn't tangle. Let's backtrack to my first try on making this hair. The mannequin head wasn't my head size, so it couldn't even stretch. The wig cap could no longer enter my head. It can't stretch. Now, if you can see, I sewed it just on the net, not on the elastic band. The net is also like elastic, and it's net that will give freedom for the elastic band to expand. This was the event that led me to rush to invest into the mannequin head you've seen earlier, which is what I'm using today, because this is my correct size and I can comfortably make wigs like this without being scared of, is it going to fit my head or not? I'll be using the Darling bulky hair for this hairstyle. It comes 3 bundles in a pack and it is 8.5 inches in length, and I got my natural black color. I used 2 packs for the hair, and the hair tangles, so you know, yeah, it's cheap but it tangles. Please just sew on the net of the wig cap, not on the elastic band, and that's what I'm showing you here. To start, I always like to penetrate the weft of the wig, not pass it through the hair. Now I'll go ahead and pin the weft on my mannequin head exactly on the line where I want to sew it, because this eases the process of sewing the hair. I had to double the weft while making this hair because it is so thin. This clip is on 2x, and yet you can see how slowly I'm carefully trying to just get the net and not the elastic band. So you want to take your time here. I always pass my needle through the thread loop twice to secure every part I sew. And as you can see here, my sewing is a little bit loose, and this is because of my fear as to what has happened in the past. I have completed a turn here, and I'm showing you the next position where I'm going to line my weft to sew. So the gap you want to give from where you sewn to where you want to now sew should be 1 inch. If you cannot eyeball it, or if you don't want to make a mistake and you want it to be perfect, please go ahead to outline it with something. There's a wig pen, but I don't have that and I don't do that. I can eyeball it, and you'll see later on, I'll show you the spacing I have between my wefts, and they are just exactly 1 inch. To end a bundle, I always penetrate the weft with my needle. This just helps make me know that the knot is very much secured. So here I had a case of where my thread made a knot and the thread snapped on me while I was trying to pull it out. So you want to make sure that your thread is not too long for you, like longer than what you can handle, and whilst it's still long when you're starting to sew, make sure you take your time so it doesn't knot up on you, because when your thread is excessively long, this is what can happen. I always knot the ending of my thread twice to make sure it is secured and it is bumpy enough not to pass through what I'm sewing. And to introduce a new needle and thread, I separate the ending of my thread into two and pass my needle twice into that loop, and I go in again on that same spot and sew there again.
I set myself on fire just to keep you warm. Spending
I
nothing
must always pass my needle into the weft of my bundle when ending a bundle or introducing a new bundle. I guess I have touched everything in a way that someone that has never even sewed before will be able to sew to make a wig on their own. Because once you've prepped your needle, you've done everything, you just chuck the needle inside. Once it comes up, the remaining thread at the end you use it to create a loop. So now I'll be showing you how to end a thread when your thread is short. So now as you can see here, my needle is already like my thread is gone. So I just cut near the needle, whereby leaving me a little bit of a lengthy thread. Then I divide it into two and I knot it twice or more. Then I cut it down. I'll also introduce a new thread on the same spot to secure the knot that's already there and avoid any unraveling whilst detangling the hair in the future.
just to keep you warm. Spending nothing was so tired. What have we become?
Can you see the spacing between the weft? That is like exactly an inch, I guess. So I'll be going off cam to complete the hair. But before I do that, I will brush the hair. I'll brush through the hair to kind of like ease it
So tired.
onto the ending part of this wig. So here I'm not using that 1 inch spacing. I'm just going to like sew it a little bit closer. And if you observe or if you can notice, the weft I'm using right now is a little bit scrunched up, and it's because this is the one I had used in the past to try and start the wig making. So it's to show you how the hair can be, and that's why you're going to see me kind of brush it out as I'm sewing. So I've gone as far as I think I could go, and now I'm going to stop sewing. I'll cut the weft, cut my thread, and conclude here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce my hair bonding glue, and I'm going to put it on the weft in order to roll the weft and create this little circle that I will now fix in the middle of that hole.
Nothing was so tired. What have we become?
I was struggling to continue doing this on my hand, so I had to transfer to my laps. And it's fine because even though the glue touched my laps, this type of glue is very like easily removable once it's on your lap. But do not let it get on your clothes, because once it gets on your clothes, you might not be able to get it out. Since I have some trust issues because I just cannot trust something to just stay, especially to test the like time, like whatever. There's a saying I can't remember. So I had to like sew it to make sure when I'm tuggling on this wig in the long run, it doesn't like fall off. Once I'm done with that, I'll take my glue and put on the wig cap and on the weft and even a little bit of the weave on, just to make sure that this thing stays intact. And then I'll put it on the little circle piece I already have. Wait for it to become a little bit like tacky, then I'll put it down and press it down. Once you've pressed it down, you want to take your blow dry and cool air and blow on it till it like sticks and dries up together. And here I am again with my stress issues once again. So even after gluing it down, I'm going in trying to penetrate through to sew this thing down. You can see I'm even struggling. I had to use something to like pull up the middle. I also turned the wig cap upside down and used from underneath to kind of also make sure that this thing is locked in. Do not be like me and put the glue on a wig cap without putting something to separate the wig cap from your mannequin head or protect it, because now I don't give my own stain. And yeah, this is exactly what the hair is giving now. The hair is just beautiful. It's giving the sass. As soon as you have confidence to rock this hair, you'll be able to rock it, and it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit any black queen out there. So I would love to see you guys on it, and you can wear it like closer to your eyes, to your face. Like you can hardly see my brows now, or if you like, you can push it up and rock it like this too. You get? So it's your choice, but I think I kind of prefer it down. But this is giving. This is giving. You don't need to always comb it every time you want to wear it. So like since I made it, I thoroughly brushed it. Since then, I've not thoroughly brushed it. I just use my hand to kind of fix where it needs to be fixed, pat it down, and everything. So maybe in the long run, when it gets too matted up, I would going to thoroughly comb it or brush it. I mean, so you don't need to comb or brush it every time because it sheds, and I feel like you're going to also like weaken the curls or losing the curls. So here is a 360 view of the hair because I know you would love to see, and it's just right to see it before you make yours. So the next one, see you guys in my next video. I love you all. Kisses. Bye. Oh, wait. Have you liked this video? If you watched till this point, you should have liked the video. And also leave a comment down below and subscribe to my channel because if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Check out my socials too.